Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to another episode. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host.
I'm Lee Silburn. It's great to meet you. I'm an author and a speaker. How you doing?
Wonderful.
You'll never remember that.
I'm never going to remember. I would, because I've known you for a long time. But if I was just meeting you, I'm sure I would walk away from that going,
What was his name?
What was his name?
What does he do?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it Magic Mike? Does he? No, you wouldn't think that when you meet me.
No. No. What I want to talk about today is communicating effectively. And one of the things that we have issues with is just like what you brought up. When we meet people, we're so busy with other thoughts going on, we don't catch their name, right?
Especially if it's the first thing you say, "Hi, I'm Lee," and this is whatever. Even that, you're basically, when the other person is telling you their name, you're looking at all the you're visually sizing them up. Your senses are looking at or taking in the nonverbal cues, and whatever they're saying, you're not hearing it. so, and usually that takes a few seconds. So when people first start with "Oh, my name is," you're going to have to ask them for it again, and that's not efficient.
No, I think efficiently you could, when you finish the conversation, you could say, "Very nice to meet you. Again, my name is Ellen, and blah, blah, blah. If there's any way I can help you in the future, let me know." Chances are they're going to say, "Great to meet you. I'm John." I think if we could switch conversations around like that, it would change everything.
If everybody did that, that would be so much better. It
Be
really
so efficient.
would. And I think at the end, when people meet you and you've made a connection and you feel like, hey, you can help them in some way, and vice versa, what's the harm in saying, for me anyway, I mean, I assume people will get that I know I go out and give speeches. It's kind of what I do, and I love doing it. And I don't suck at it. So I would say, if it was appropriate, and if you ever need a speaker for your group, let me know. I'd be happy to, make some time or whatever.
Right.
Just to let them communicating what you want and need instead of letting them assume, because then you're gonna have to follow up.
Yeah.
And then it's just, we're talking about effectively and efficiently communicating. Sometimes it's good to ask for what you want up front.
That was my next thing I was going to say is one of the most efficient ways you can communicate, whether it's with strangers or with your significant other or your family, is to just ask for what you want. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Someone says no. They say no, you're not in your position hasn't changed. You didn't have it before, now you don't get it now. Oh.
And it saves time. No is a time saver, because
yes,
then they're not for me, and I don't want to waste any more time on them. Let me know now if it's a no, so that I can find the yes.
Yeah.
That no time the time I would spend on the no person, I can now use it for searching for the yes person.
Yeah. Ask for exactly what you want. Don't be coy about things. This is what I want. I want you to go and make dinner. I want to go eat this. Obviously, it's not just food related. Apparently, it sounds like it is to me. But asking for exactly what you want, that helps the other person because they don't have to guess.
I know. My wife will say, "Don't you think the car needs new tires?" That's not really a question. It's, will you take the car and go take it in for new tires? If she would have just asked, it would be a lot easier. But we have our system now.
Yes.
It's established. But the point is, we assume that people are going to read our entire email because we're wonderful and we're such great writers. I think people may read the first couple of sentences, and if that doesn't grab them in some way, or you don't tell them what it's about, or how, not even what it's about, what's in it for them, and how this is important to them in some way, they just skim it. Yeah, because I have that happen all the time. Well, you didn't say anything about that. Well, actually, it was in the third paragraph.
Well, I may have sent I may have sent you an email yesterday where I put something in that said, I was just checking to see if you've read this far.
And I did I not?
You did
yeah,
pay
but I'm
attention
not the
to-
norm. I'm a reader. There's something wrong with me. I'm old.
But yes.
But younger people don't necessarily read things anymore. They listen. Something like of Gen Y, 90% their main app is YouTube, meaning they're visually oriented.
Oh, right.
They don't read.
Okay. Well, they've got to learn to ask for what they want. I guess
don't
in a
write it
video.
in cursive because they can't read that either.
Oh, don't be generalizing.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's true.
But no,
Sort of.
I think it's super effective to communicate exactly what it is you want, or to ask someone to what is it exactly you want. What do you want from this scenario? If we're going to do this, what is it the outcome you're looking for? That
happens all the time. I'm sure you've had it happen too, where I'm on stage and it's the end of a presentation. Are there any questions? And someone will get up and it's a statement. So I'll have to say, is there a question in there? Oh, yes. And then the question, which is really good. We didn't need the whole other part, which was inefficient. I just
Right.
needed the question. Get to the question. And I think that's it. Ask for what you want. Be
That's
a little
right.
more upfront, right? You're doing them a favor. You're saving them time by asking what they want. If it's not right for them, fine. We'll both
There you
move
go.
on and it saves time. So
Yeah, absolutely.
communicate clearly and effectively and ask
Okay.
for what you want.
I'm going to ask for what I want, which is I want our listeners to join us again next week for another episode. And if you've got time, we'd love for you to like and review the show. Have a great week.